Virgos,
just gotta be true to thyself.
You gotta be true.
Gotta be true to thyself. Whatever it is, whatever it brings up, it's gonna be you for the long run.
All right, Virgos, we're gonna give you the golden tarot here. I got a feeling we're gonna give you some of that gold. Because you got a new moon in your fifth house of love this week. So the sign that has the new moon for love with Pluto is Virgos.
Oh, new moon party tomorrow.
You know what's so scary? The only sign that would be scared of a new moon in their love house would be Virgo. It's like, I don't want things to change. I think it's already great. But it's like, there's something that needs to change.
We got a couple new moon celebrations popping off.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Your first card that you picked is the 9 of Pentacles in reversed. Your challenge card is the 6 of Coins, 6 of Pentacles reversed. You got the Knight of Swords as your overall. Ooh, upright too. That's exciting. And your challenge that you got is the 10 of Wands reversed. Oh, that's a pretty simple reading. You're not putting your best self first. What you really want. It's like you're taking second best. Or you're being thrown to the side and you keep accepting it and you need to put yourself first again, but you got to do that in the right way. I got a feeling like that's because you keep taking second best or third best, or you're not putting yourself and your beauty first or showing your beauty. Their challenge is that 6 of Pentacles reversed. That's an unfair situation going on of exchange in a relationship, whether it's monetary, whether it's, people get in relationships and couples, and especially they turn it more into the marriage aspect, or they turn it more into the, well, because we're together and they have a job and I have a job, we do everything together, and he buys this and I buy that, and that's a challenge, because it's almost like, I think that's what you're focused on, is like, am I in a relationship or am I choosing somebody because of the exchange going on and not like the actual love? That's why the Knight of Swords is coming up. Here's your overall. Like, this has to be fixed fast. It could be very dramatic, though. It looks like a dramatic week that some things need to be fixed. There could be definitely some issues regarding the fear of money situations. When the 6, that's a poverty like alignment, So, and then also, you don't want to also go into, if you have a money issue, if you're single, try and go with somebody because they have money. You pulled that 10 of Wands to get through. You gotta just drop the weight of these things that you continue to hold within yourself of what love is, or that the love is this hard, long journey, and they need to fight for this long journey with you, and they need to show their, way. I think that for you, it's like, I think that you're carrying way too much weight. I think that you just need to learn to love again and just be in love. I just think that like you're making love too complicated when it's about attracting that beautiful bird that's not shitting all over you. He pulled the Queen of Swords in reversed here. So this feels stupid that you haven't really known the direction, because it hasn't brought you to that ultimate feeling of having that beautiful love story, because of the way that you think things should be. These are lists. These are things that the Queen of Swords is so sure about, the direction of how it's going to work. We're not sure. And I think that you need to realize the unsurety is okay. And I think that you're over analyzing, beautiful things. I mean, it's like looking at things like a museum piece before even seeing it or experiencing it. You pulled the Chariot with that Knight of Swords. That is two energies. Look at that. Like, both of them have, look at that, the bow and arrow and the sword, both going into situations intensely. I think that you have to lead with intensity. I think that you have to lead with that passion and that extreme energy here. I think that you have been playing things from an exchange standpoint. But this also means something needs to be fixed. The Chariot also is a card that needs to move on more into the divine, where you're being called towards, to go into, whether you got to go save the situation or you got to go. There's definitely something that's got to be fixed really fast and got to be looked at as whether or not overall this is the right direction for you to go in your life. But there is multiple new directions for you to go, so don't forget about that in your life. Your overall card that you got here, we'll go here. Fucking, you got protection. This could mean a couple things. I'm going to pull one card with that protection card. Six of Pentacles. Oh. You only feel safe because of money. I mean, this is the issue, Virgo, is that job, career, money is the only thing that continues to be your feeling about having a relationship for the protective element. What about love protecting it, or your connection to God protecting it together, or, just having that each other's backs through whatever and not looking at each other based off like any kind of monetary or exchangeable value. You're not two AI robots exchanging like R2D2 and fucking C3PO fucking data. Like, that's the problem. When it comes to your sexy time, we pulled the Nine of Wands. I mean, this is definitely a card that has a lot of walls up emotionally and for love. And also, it's hard for people to get in. So even though if, let's say, you enter into sexy time, I don't even know if you're going to be able to get to the end of the big kaboom that you want to feel, because you might be blocked. You have walls there, that or protective walls. Like, unless I guess they're, going to give you a bunch of gifts in exchange or something, which would not be cool. Or when your money situation's feeling right, or whenever there's some weird shit here. Something needs to be fixed, and something also needs to be rushed in to fix things, especially with the weight and this weird thing about exchange and looking at what people are giving and taking from you, and you giving and taking. But really, I think that, you only feel protected when you feel like you're kind of put in a role where here's all the stuff, but it's kind of like, seriously? Like, I guess I'll take this. And then that doesn't make you that open sexually. You did pull the 12th house with Libra and Jupiter. So these are relationship stories and the subconscious issues that need to be understood, and you and your own belief systems about relationships that are holding you back, that are needing to be addressed.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to make a checklist and kind of go through it when it comes to love and relationships. It's like, okay, well, they did this correctly, so I'm going to love them a little bit more, and maybe they messed up here, so I'm going to love them a little less. It doesn't necessarily work that way. In fact, it doesn't work that way at all. You kind of look at those murder mystery movies, and the ones that say they always had the best relationships and he was the perfect husband, she was the perfect wife, ends up murdering everybody and leaving them for another lover. So it's kind of like that reality check about life is what's going to save you. That's what's going to keep you grounded. That's what's actually going to keep you in that relationship fully. Instead of focusing on what it should be, what it is, are they checking off all these boxes? It's just appreciating them. It's just being happy with them. It's about saying, okay, am I happy in this moment? Do I see the longevity in it? Yes. Are there things I need to work on? Yes. Is there things that they need to work on? Yes. It's going to be a never-ending story. But as long as you're being present in the moment, as long as you are actually living with them, living with yourself, then it's going to flow. And you got to keep letting that flow. Don't turn off that faucet.
The never-ending story. The Virgo's love story never ends, never ends,
Never-ending story
ends.
2 was trash.
The never-ending love Virgo story. Writing lists every day of their partner. The never-ending story.
Sexy time checklist. Like, no.
Lots of blocks,
Did you go
lots of
take a
blocks,
shower,
lots
and
of
did you wash
blocks.
yourself first?
Nothing is ever perfect.